Gay marriage is dividing Republicans again, and that headline from the New York Times tells you just about everything you need to know about where the culture war stands in 2025. Here's the story. In early June, Republican Congressman Andy Ogles of Tennessee posted something on X that stopped a lot of people in their tracks. The post read, "Homosexuality has no place in America. Happy Nuclear Family Month." Now, Ogles is known for provocative statements. But this one was different. It drew condemnation from members of his own party, including House Speaker Mike Johnson. Ogles deleted the post, claimed a staffer sent it, and called it stupid and hurtful. But the damage, or rather, the window it opened, was already there. Because that post wasn't just a gaffe. It was a signal. Obergefell versus Hodges, the Supreme Court decision that protected same-sex marriage, turns 11 years old this year. For most of the past decade, establishment Republicans had largely moved on. But Christian conservatives, now a crucial and energized part of Donald Trump's coalition, haven't. And they are making their presence felt. Ross Heminger, president of the Log Cabin Republicans, a gay rights group within the party, put it bluntly. He said, 10 years ago, no one would have tweeted anything like that. Now we have come full circle, having arguments about what we thought was settled. And there's data to back that up. Earlier this month, Gallup released a poll showing that Republican support for gay marriage now stands at 37%, down 18 percentage points from a high in 2022. Support among independents has also declined. Meanwhile, in about a dozen states, Republican lawmakers have introduced bills or resolutions since 2025 either urging the Supreme Court to overturn Obergefell or proposing marriage categories limited to heterosexual couples. Nearly all of those measures died in committee. And several Republican-led states have rebranded Pride Month, calling it things like Fidelity Month or Nuclear Family Month. Tennessee even passed a resolution this year defining a family as including one husband and one wife. So what's actually driving this? A few things are tangled together here. First, there's the trans rights debate. Christian conservative activists argue that the fight over gay marriage and the fight over trans rights are connected, that Obergefell didn't just redefine marriage, but also gender in parenting. Podcast host Allie Beth Stuckey, who has a large following especially among young women, made this case on her June 1 show. She said, and I'm quoting here, "It's the same math." In January, Christian activist Katie Faust launched a campaign called Greater Than, aimed at reversing Obergefell, arguing that the ruling prioritizes adults' right to marry over what she believes is the best interest of children, to be raised by a mother and father. She says more than 100 organizations have joined. Now, gay conservatives and conservative Christians have always had an uneasy alliance inside the Republican Party. Gay political consultant Austin Gilpin, who works for both Republicans and Democrats, described it plainly: the coalition is just messy. Neither one has the power to muscle the other out of the room. Gilpin also argues that the real danger to gay Americans would be a coordinated legal effort targeting same-sex marriage, similar to what happened with abortion rights. But he doesn't see that happening right now. The Alliance Defending Freedom, a major conservative legal group, says it's not working on any cases related to gay marriage. Most legal conservatives, at least for now, don't appear eager to relitigate Obergefell. So what is all of this, then? Jonathan Rauch, a senior fellow at Brookings and author of a 2004 book in favor of gay marriage, argues that years of polarization, combined with right-wing focus on unpopular niche trans issues, and what he describes as sometimes bullying tactics from within the LGBTQ movement itself, dragged gay marriage back into the culture war. It was a political marker, he said, of where you stood on woke. Samuel Lau of the Human Rights Campaign pushes back on that framing. He argues Republicans deliberately exploited the trans debate to undermine LGBTQ rights more broadly, and that the decline in support for marriage equality among conservatives is, quote, exactly what they wanted. There's also a generational piece. Heminger of the Log Cabin Republicans notes that younger people coming into the party simply don't remember the long fight for marriage equality. All they know is the trans debate. Whether this moment amounts to a serious legal threat or just midterm season politics, the question, as the Times puts it, is what it will all amount to. That's the story from the New York Times, reported by Sabrina Tavernise.